Hello, all. Welcome to Gann Supremacy. With this new episode, today we are forecasting for Bank Nifty for the year 2026. This is the daily chart on Bank Nifty. We are seeing the chart from the start of the year 2024 till 2026 end. So for Bank Nifty, we have a we had a critical cycle starting from Jan 2024, which will end on Jan 2027. So the next year, that is 2026, is going to be very, very important for the Bank Nifty index. So if you'll see here on the chart at the bottom, we have the 44,000 level where Bank Nifty made a low on 25th January at 44,429. Okay, so that is 25th January 2024. So from there a new cycle price cycle has started, and this price cycle is continuing till Jan 2027. Currently you are seeing the square where the price action has tested the start of the square here. Now on after the back testing of the start of the square, we took resistance along this angle, and here at the pre-exit poll results we went above and again dropped and took support on this falling angle. Once we recovered from this angle, again we went to this angle, consolidating there, and then moved up to the next falling angle, which is this. So March 2024 was the cluster of the angle here, okay, where we formed a higher bottom here, which was the third higher bottom. As per Gann theory, you have to enter at the third higher bottom. So we got a decent entry on Bank Nifty here at the third higher bottom. Then we moved on to this rising angle, drop below, again hit the rising angle, drop below, again hit the rising angle, took support on this falling angle, and then we went up to this falling angle. Then we have moved above this angle, and then we are moving into this cluster resistance. Okay, so if you'll see the level here at the cluster was 53,400 odd. Okay, from there we again drop to this rising angle, bounce back from that, getting resisted at this falling angle. Again we went below, resisted here, consolidated here, and then we took off to the next resistance level here. So this was the major section of the square where we made a top here in September 2024. From there again we dropped on to this rising angle, consolidated there, again to this falling angle, again rising here, again going to the cluster level, forming a double top here around this level. This top was made in May, again same top was made here in July, not July, it is December, and then in mid December we started falling again, took support on this cluster level here. Okay, 20 at the start of the 2025. Okay, this is 12th January. Then we moved on to this falling angle. If you'll see here, I can blow this up a little. So from here we made a top in February here, failing to reach this Gann level, again dropping around this angle. Okay, this was the March bottom. Okay, this was the March bottom. From this time period, you can see this was the critical date. So before, just before this, we started this move and we hit this level, overshooted it, backtested it, again consolidated here. Then this was the April bottom. Okay, Bank Nifty here made a higher bottom on 7th April. Nifty made a lower bottom on 7th April. So comparing both the indices, Bank Nifty was stronger than the Nifty index. So investment here would have given you good returns. Okay. So we exactly took on this cluster. Okay. Here. So this is the circle within the square where we took the support on the angle and then we went up. So if you'll see here, this is the inside square within the circle. Gann at side, we have the square, the triangle, and the inner circle, outer circle, and the middle circle. Okay, so this circle, this is the outer circle, this is the outer circle, these are the inner square circles. Okay, so we can move from here. We took off with a gap above this high, and then we went to the major angle. This is the 1 by 1 angle. Okay, this is the 1 by 1 angle. Now this angle cluster is coming around 26 June 2019, June 2025. Okay, so this was a major time period here. We made a bottom just before it. We were early in the cycle, so we made a bottom here, and thereon we have been consolidating on this falling 1 by 1 angle. You will see the price action getting support and moving up and down around this angle. So once we broke this angle, okay, once we broke this angle here in August fag end, we went to the cluster level again, took the support around this bottom, okay, which was made in September earlier. We made a bottom around here in the cluster, and then we did not break this angle. We did not break this angle, suggesting that the trend will continue here. So from this cluster level, we can see these cluster levels are around 54 500, and it is around 53 400. Okay, so this cluster supports were taken around this twice, one in May, 9th May, and another around in September. Okay, from there we took off to this angle, got registered here, again took support on the higher level of the cluster, and then we have moved up to the center of the square here. So that is coming at 58 100. Okay, 58 100. Then we consolidated around this and we went to the next angle here. Okay, so we are moving along this angle now. Okay, we we are trying to close above this angle, but we are failing to make a significant close above this angle. You will see it. Okay, so if we fall below this, then we could be dropping to again this 58,000 major level. Okay, So we are at the start of the 2026. So this fall could take, if this continues below this angle, we could take support around the 58,000 level. Okay. Now you will see in the square, the cluster is formed around March. Okay, 19th March. So this is a significant date for Bank Nifty, and the level to be watched here is 58,000. Anything below 58,000 before March 19th could be a deeper correction for Bank Nifty. Falling below this, we have two major angle supports. One is here and second is here. Okay. So as we move along this, we will get the supports around this angle if we drop below this 58, 100 level. Okay. So this level you should look for the next coming 3 months. Okay. Now once we cross the March date, okay, then we have the cluster of angles separating out from here. Okay, so this will be the one by one above which the trend will be smooth. This is the 1 by 2 angle. This is the base 50% level. This is the falling 1 by 2 angle, and this is the falling 1 by 1 angle. Okay, so you have to watch this closely. Okay, as we move along this. Okay, so below 58,000 you have to be careful, little bit careful. Okay, now as we move ahead, we have a time cluster here, time and price cluster here, coming in at 3rd August, and the level to be watched here is 61,500. Okay, if we are moving along the 1 by 1 angle, if we are moving along the 1 by 2 angle, the same could be 59 750 odd. Okay, or 800. Okay, below this we have again the 58,000 or 58,100 level. If we are staying below this, then this could be 56,350, and this could be 54,500. Okay, if the correction continues. Okay, so above this 58,000, next time cluster is coming at 18th of September. Okay, so 1 by 1 angle is giving us a target of 62,700. Then the 1 by cluster level support resistance here is 61,500, 550. Then we have the 1 by 2 angle giving us the level of 6,400, and then again we have 58,000, 58,100 level. If we stay below, then we can watch these falling angles here. Okay, so another angle cluster is coming at 24th October, where the level to be watched is 6,900. Okay, for the 1 by 2 angle. And next cluster is coming at 18th of December. Okay, so if we move along this 1 by 2 angle, then the target is 61,600, and if we move along the 1 by 1 angle, we are getting a target of 65,000 odd levels. Okay, so this could be the levels to watch for the year 2026. So 18th of December is 18th of December is very very important, and the major target if we move along the 1 by 1 angle is 65,000 for Bank Nifty. Okay, so the cluster support here is coming at this time period is 60 to 800, and then this 1 by 2 angle is giving you 61,500. Okay, so anything below 58, 51, 58, 100 is negative for bank nifty. So remember these levels. Okay, so the maximum bullish view for this year on bank nifty, my level forecast is coming at 65,000 odd levels. So this is the projection on bank nifty with the Gann square method given by WD Gann in his master forecasting course. Okay, so this we learn in our price cycle course, Gann price cycle course. So you can visit us at www.gannsupremacy.com for the course details. We have three courses, so you can visit us there, and if you are interested, you can join us there, and we will start the learnings of Gann methods as per my way of Gann analysis. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. So we will be putting another videos on Nifty also and Sensex also for the year 2026. Thank you for joining. Wish you a very happy new year 2026. That's all from myself at Gann Supremacy. Thank you.